All right, hello and welcome everyone to class for today for our Meal Solution class, Meal Solution Mondays class. My name is Charlotte Shine. I'm one of the Giant Company dietitians. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their day, maybe making some different type of recipes that are unique. But we have a wonderful recipe to celebrate the holiday for today, and that is a Instapot, which I love using any recipe that uses Instapot just because it's very easy to make. So we're going to be making an Instapot corned beef and cabbage recipe. So I'm going to pull up a poll because I would love to know if you have ever tried corned beef. So let's pull up that poll for today. Would love to hear from everybody. All right, so hopefully, good, there we go. Okay, so the question is, have you ever tried corned beef? So again, it's a very popular dish, especially for St. Patrick's Day. So I'll give everybody a couple seconds to answer that question. All right, so let me go ahead and I'll end the poll and I'll share the results. So looks like this shares, there we go. So it looks like a lot of you, so 149 said yes, and then 56 still said no. So hopefully this recipe today inspires you to make this Instapot corned beef and cabbage, because, actually let me stop sharing, because usually this recipe probably you have to cook it for about 3 to 4 hours, so definitely is time consuming, but this Instapot version is very easy to make. Okay, so St. Patrick's Day. So we know that St. Patrick's Day is a global celebration of Irish heritage and culture, which I was trying to figure out today if I am Irish. I might be a little bit, but not 100%. But the foods and dishes include, so we have corned beef. So corned beef is actually a salt-cured beef brisket. So the beef brisket kind of comes from kind of like the chest area of a cow, but the meat tends to be very tough and thick, so definitely needs a lot of cooking time. Irish soda bread, you may have seen that in stores. This is actually made with baking soda instead of the yeast. Shepherd's pie, I always love a good shepherd's pie, so it's usually made with ground beef or lamb, some vegetables, and then a mashed potato topping. Irish stew, which is lamb or beef, potatoes, carrots, and onions, or cabbage and white bean soup, but there's a variety of other recipes as well, but those are just to name a few. But today, the food item that we're going to be using is that corned beef. And I want to mention too, so I don't know if anybody has been on Savory recently, but we have a fabulous recipe collection of a variety of different recipes for St. Patrick's Day. So if you're not too sure about this recipe for today, definitely check out this recipe collection. So soda bread stones, roasted pork with beer mustard glaze, which we'll be using a dark beer in today's recipe. Irish coffee, which I always love my coffee, especially in the morning, but we have an Irish coffee recipe. You can see even a corned beef burger with apple sauerkraut, and that's just a few. There's many other different types of recipes, but if you're feeling inspired today, want something a little bit different to celebrate the holiday, definitely check the St. Patrick's Day recipe collection out if you haven't been on Savory recently. But I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so again, our St. Patrick's Day recipe inspiration, so that's the picture of the final product, Instapot corned beef and cabbage recipe. So, actually, let me go with the cabbage facts. So cabbage is usually a staple of Irish cuisine, generally because of affordability, and it's definitely not too expensive, but it has a lot of different types of nutritional benefits, and it's very versatile. You can use it in a bunch of different ways. Pairs well with potatoes, carrots, bacon, and onions. We'll be using carrots and onions in today's recipe. It's packed with vitamin K, so we know that vitamin K helps to support strong bones. So 1 cup gives us about 56% of our daily value of what we need every day. Vitamin C, also a good source of vitamin C, which of course is beneficial for our immune health. So 1 cup is 36% of our daily value. Also packed with antioxidants, so any type of cruciferous vegetable, including cabbage, contain antioxidants, so they've been shown to reduce inflammation, and a bunch of other different benefits as well. But also fiber, which I always appreciate because as Americans, we definitely don't get enough of it. May help to lower cholesterol and reduce heart disease, and of course is really beneficial for gut health as well. So helps to reduce heart disease, also, yeah, helps to reduce heart disease risk. 1 cup is 2 grams. So those are just a couple of our cabbage facts for today. So you can see I have my cabbage right here. So I'll be cutting this up in, I think, to like 8 pieces for the cabbage, but this is, of course, part of our recipe for today, but a lot of different nutritional benefits, but definitely a staple of our Irish cuisine. Okay, so this is our recipe, which of course comes off of our savory recipe database. So Instant Pot corned beef and cabbage. So these are ingredients that we will be using. And I'll go over the directions a little bit before I actually do it. But the ingredients, some yellow onions. You can either do the coriander seeds or ground coriander, which I have the ground, Nature's Promise ground version here. We're also going to be adding some whole black peppercorns. They have a really nice flavor. Also, let me actually bring this over. And I'll put it back then, but this is my a 3-pound piece of corned beef brisket ready to go. And that beef brisket did come with a seasoning packet, which you can just throw away for this recipe. But definitely you can tell it's a really tough piece of meat, so definitely of course needs that cooking time. Also, we have 1 cup of reduced sodium beef broth. So I just have our Nature's Promise one right here. 1 cup of dark beer, which of course every time I think of St. Patrick's Day, I always think of, different types of beers. We're just going to be using a Guinness extra stout beer, so 1 cup of that. So that'll be a really interesting flavor combination. And also including, you can either do 5 medium carrots or what did I do with it? It might be still in my refrigerator. I forgot to get out. Baby carrots. You can do 2 cups of baby carrots. So you can either cut up the 5 medium carrots or just do some baby carrots to make it easy and simple. And then 1 medium headed green cabbage. So you can see here, they sort of cut it into a wedge. So we'll be doing that. And then if you want some additional flavor, you can also use some mustard. Try to, you can either do a bit like a spicy mustard would be good. We can do whatever mustard that you would like, but of course that's optional. So this recipe serves 10, ready in about 2 hours. Prep time 5 minutes, so definitely quick to make. And I just want to mention also, so for each serving, 31 grams of protein. So definitely a good source of protein and 4 grams of fiber, mostly coming from those vegetables. But I want to mention too, so this recipe is higher in sodium that, of course, as dietitians that we would normally like. So of course, every once in a while, a recipe like this is perfectly fine if it's that high in sodium. But if you are concerned about sodium, I have in the next couple slides some ideas on how to reduce the sodium. But just wanted to mention that too, because this is a salt cured beef brisket, it is going to be higher in sodium, but I'll mention some ways to reduce sodium if that's of concern to you. But if not, every once in a while, if you want to have this dish to celebrate the holiday, that's perfectly fine too. Okay, so as far as our directions, I thought it's just sometimes easier to just read them, and then of course I'll of course make the recipe as well. But again, before class, what I did, I already peeled and sliced my onions. And then we're going to place this in the bottom of our Instapot as a first layer. We're going to add our coriander, our ground coriander and peppercorns. I already discarded the spice packet. We're going to place the meat right on top of the onions and spices, then pour in our beef broth and beer. We're going to cook it on high pressure for about an hour and a half. So like I said before with the corned beef, if you're making just a regular recipe, it could take 3 to 4 hours. So this is definitely decreasing that cooking time. Then you're going to release the pressure. So that for those of you who already are familiar with the Instapot, you definitely need to release the pressure a little bit before you take the lid off. And then you're going to remove the meat. Then part 2. So we're already going to have our cabbage cut up, but our cabbage we're going to add, and then also as well as the carrots. And then you're going to cook it on high pressure for just 2 minutes. And then of course release the pressure. And then you can plate the corned beef with vegetables. Sometimes it's also nice, and actually, let me actually go to the next slide and I'll say why it's good to cook the vegetables separately. Okay. Okay, so just really quickly, the benefits of Instapot. So I already had mentioned faster cooking time. So that traditional slow cooking method of the brisket can take about 3 to 4 hours. So this definitely cuts down on a lot of the time. So about an hour and a half. It has, usually your product will be a more tender meat. So pressure cooking retains that moisture, so the meat is less dry, which I always appreciate, makes it, of course, taste a lot better. Enhanced flavor with the Instapot, so the meat and spices help to infuse deeply, so creating a rich and flavorful dish. And then, so the last time we talked about cooked vegetables. So sometimes when we just cook the brisket, take it out, and then we add the vegetables in for just 2 minutes or so, helps to prevent vegetables from being, mushy. Sometimes in the slow cooker, if you're cooking it for a long time, the vegetables just don't have that kind of like crunch, or the texture is just too mushy, doesn't, not very, I mean, I don't always like it, so it's really nice if you cook the vegetables separately, it's less mushy. So those are, of course, all the benefits of Instant Pot, which I always like to use. Okay, so I had mentioned before in the recipe that this recipe is higher in sodium, which of course, if you're eating it once a year or every once in a while, it's perfectly fine. But if sodium is of concern to you, these are some ways to help reduce that. So first, you can always rinse the beef or the brisket under cold water to remove that excess surface salt. You could soak it for a couple hours before cooking. Helps to reduce it a little bit. Skip the seasoning packet, which in this recipe, we already threw that out. There's also some corned beef products that are reduced sodium. So you can always look for those in store. If you want to reduce the sodium in the overall dish, you can always use more vegetables to balance the saltiness. So more vegetables with cabbage, potatoes, carrots. You probably add in celery or whatever vegetables that you would like. Don't add extra salt. This recipe said that you can season with salt and pepper and that type of thing, but I'm not going to do any extra salt. So definitely don't add extra salt. And then of course, cooking vegetables separately, you could cook vegetables separately and not in the same broth as corned beef, because of course that broth, if you're cooking the corned beef in it, is going to be, have that sodium. So you can always cook it separately. You could steam it, microwave it, whatever that you would like. So those are just some ways, because we know we have class participants that are always concerned about sodium. So I just wanted to mention those. So hopefully that's helpful for this dish for today. So let me stop sharing my screen and we will get started on our recipe. Okay. There we go. Okay. If you can see me, can you put in the chat that you can see my full screen now? Okay, good. Alrighty. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do, so I did already heat up my Instapot, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, or just like the Instapot itself, if you, anytime you start it, it will heat up. So I did do that, might still do it a little bit, before it pressure cooks, but, so I, already sliced up 2 medium onions. You can even just do, even bigger chunks if you want to. You don't really want to, dice them or anything, but, so we have, different slices. I'm going to do that as the first layer. All right, and I'll set this to the side. We're also going to add in 1 1/4 teaspoon of our coriander. So I have my ground coriander right here. This gives really nice flavor. Oh, I forgot to take this off. There we go. So let's do 1 1/4. Just a little bit for 1/4 of a teaspoon. All right. We're also going to add in some peppercorns. So I believe, yes, 1 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns. So I have them just right here. 1 teaspoon. Well, this is really going to get a nice flavor. I normally don't use whole peppercorns in different recipes, but this will be good. All right, so do 1 teaspoon. And then we're going to add in our brisket. So bring that over. So this is our 3 pound of beef brisket. And I did, again, throughout the salt packet, and I could drain the juice off as well. Let's go ahead. It's really heavy. There we go. So we're going to put that right on top. And let me go put this in my sink. Okay. So we're also going to add in 1 cup of our reduced sodium beef broth. So I have that right here. 1 cup. All right. Let me actually turn this on to see if it quits. Okay, so I think that is ready to go when we're all set with our layers. So I'll put that to the side, and again, we're just going to add in 1 cup of our dark beer. It can be any dark beer that you would like, but this will definitely add some good flavor to our dish. So I'm gonna do 1 cup. So the recipe says that you can add some season with salt and pepper, but I don't think it's necessary um to do that. So let's go ahead and add a lid. Right, so we want to lock it. Make sure it's locked. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go up. So basically, we want to do that for an hour and a half on a high heat. And so while that is cooking, what you want to do is bring back the cabbage. So I have my whole cabbage right here. So I'm just going to take off the end. Actually, let me bring this new plate. We're going to cut it into about 8 pieces or so. What's nice about it is after the corned beef is cooked, you're going to remove it and then put this in with the carrots for about for like 2 minutes or so. You just take the outer layer off. I did already wash the outside of this. I just want to take the outer part off. Okay. So of course, be careful with fingers. I'm going to try to cut this into kind of wedge pieces. They'll do lengthwise and then once in the middle. All right. If you're looking to add fiber to your meal, this is definitely a way to do so. All right, let me bring the other half. So my pieces are just, just like that, big or so. Okay. Actually, look at the Q&A quickly. All right. So we're just cutting this lengthwise and then again, right down the middle. So for this recipe, it's one head of cabbage and about 2 cups of baby carrots once the corned beef is done. But you can see that that did not take too long to make, or to prep, I should say, but it will take on high pressure about an hour and a half to cook. But love a good Instapot recipe because you can cook it and then it's cooking as you can do other things. Oh, let me just check the chat. So if you're looking for a good St. Patrick's Day recipe to celebrate the holiday, definitely give this corned beef, corned beef a shot. I think with all the different flavors, it is a lot of great, a lot of great flavors going on. But I'll definitely send out a final recipe pic of the product. But I hope this gives everybody a great recipe inspiration for this holiday.